for me and my co-host to bring you another hot topic here on the Connie Reeves Show. My name is Connie Reeves, and I am so delighted that you have tuned into WNRR Gospel 1380, the original, one of a kind. As always, my outstanding co-hosts are here with me this evening, and we are looking forward to speaking to you about something that is very important. And we have a very, very special guest that will tell you her story about some of our healthy products, because today is our healthy show. So I have with me this evening my co-host, Mr. Omara Bird, and Coach AJ, Angela J. Neely. How are you doing, Omara Bird?
I'm doing great, Miss Connie Reeves. Glad to be on another show. Excited for the information the listeners are going to get, and excited to hear from our special guests. So glad to be able to be blessed to be here another day to be on the show. And I'm going to ask Coach A.J. Neely, how are you doing, Coach, today?
Mara Bird, I am wonderful, brother. I'm always happy to hear your voice, and Connie Reeves, always happy to hear your voice. It's a wonderful time when we work together and do what we do, which is show love to the people.
Yes, we are so blessed to be able to do this show. This is our healthy show, and we have two outstanding high five products that we are going to have our guests talk about her success with using the high five edge and the high five lean. And Coach AJ, can you tell us a little bit about those two products, how they work together?
Absolutely, Connie. The first product, Edge, High Five Edge, is absolutely, positively the miracle molecule. It is a well-kept secret, but we don't want to keep it a secret forever. It has an amazing ingredient, B3 niacin, niagen plus NR, nicotinamide riboside, and that works on the cellular level. It works on the genetic level, and the goal of it is to connect with the NAD+, which is in the mitochondria of our cells. All of us are made of billions and billions of cells, and we lose those. We lose those because the decrease of the NAD+, which is technically called nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide enzyme joined to a phosphate group. That's highly scientific, but in essence, when the NAD+ decreases, we lose those cells. When we lose those cells, we begin to age. When we age, we look in the mirror and we see wrinkles, and we go, oh my goodness, I don't look like I used to. However, when we ingest the Edge after a meal, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day on a very regular basis, on a very regular schedule, our whole life changes. Our eyesight gets better, our blood pressure goes down, our glucose becomes regulated. There's a series of other items that happens as well. The second product that I absolutely love is the lean. Our lean, the High Five lean. When I say our, I mean I've taken ownership of the product. It's so wonderful because it allows you to lose weight or gain weight depending upon what your goal is. But the beauty of the High Five Lean is that it has 5 grams of fiber, which is higher than the industry. It has less than 4 grams of sugar, which is congruent with the industry because we have 2, which is well under the industry standard. And also we have 25 grams of protein. Absolutely amazing what it does. It also has niagen in the lean, which puts us in a category in terms of products just far beyond the norm.
And you know, that High Five lean is very tasty. It comes in a vanilla flavor, and I absolutely love the taste of it.
Love it, absolutely love it, especially when I make it with a shake, throw some strawberries in it or throw some cherries in it, and just absolutely love it. Chill it a little bit, drink a little bit, after a workout, before a workout. Absolutely love it.
I was actually surprised the first time I tasted the High Five Lean of how good it actually tasted. I thought that this can't be healthy to taste this good, but it's incredible. And one of the things that I actually do is I used to take the High Five Lean and use it as sort of a creamer in my Mona Vita coffee, and that was crazy. That was really really good, really good.
Yes, definitely. It's a very good product. The vanilla is so delicious when you put all of the fruit in it. But anyway, we do have a special guest, and I'm going to ask Coach AJ to introduce her because Coach AJ is the one who booked her for my show tonight, and I am so happy and so delighted to have this outstanding woman.
Absolutely. Captain Tierra Joseph is a mother, a wife, and she is a female in the service, in the Army. She's just finished a second tour of duty, an amazing athlete, amazing person, a businesswoman. And she knows a little bit about the edge and the lean and has a powerful story. So I present to you and introduce to others Captain Tierra Joseph.
So nice to be on the show, and I'm super excited. Just so everyone understands exactly who I am and know a little bit about me. Thank you so much for inviting me on the show so I can share my testimony and just kind of my own personal experiences with the two products that we're mainly talking about today and just life in general. I've been in the Army for 16 and a half years now. I love it. I love it, and it's just sometimes we as moms, wives, soldiers, businesswomen, just a lot of stuff is going on in life. And just sometimes we kind of lose track of our health because we're so busy focusing on everyone else, trying to take care of the kids, trying to take care of the husband, home, work, everything. And yeah, and so what I found though is that the lean, this high five lean, that was one of the first things that have ever worked so well when I was trying to lose weight. And I say that because I've tried several different products, programs, some of everything. And after having 3 kids, I gained 60 pounds in my last 2 kids. It was just devastating to even think about having another baby because of the weight gain. But after taking high five lean, it just made it so much easier. The weight started coming off. And I mean, I was excited to have another baby because I found a way to get the weight off.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so that's just one of my own personal experiences with the lean and how delicious, like everyone always says, how delicious it is. So it's hard to believe it has that much nutrition and it's so healthy for you and it helps you lose weight. And I have a sweet tooth, so that satisfies the craving of the sweet tooth and it helps me lose weight. So I have a win-win situation going on.
That's wonderful. Just let me interject something because I want to know how do you take the lean where it helps you lose weight because that hasn't happened to me yet. Are you taking it daily or what's going on here? What am I missing?
Yes, I am replacing one of my meals. So with us going to formation in the morning, being in the Army, we have to still get up and around 6:30, that's when we form up. So after we work out for an hour, I take that either for breakfast or I'll either take it for lunch, depending on how hungry I am, and how fast I need some calories in after the workout. But I take the high five lean in as a meal replacement. And I mix it with some fruit. Sometimes I just drink it plain with just a vanilla shake. That's it. And then I've also added in the chocolate. Now, I know you love chocolate, Connie, so, and that's me too. And it is delicious.
Really?
So, yeah.
Even with the fruit in it? You can add the fruit?
Yes, that's the thing about it, though, because with this lean, you can put pretty much anything in there, and it is still delicious. I mix spinach, broccoli, some of
goodness.
yes, yes, you will be shocked, right? But it's some way that I have to get these greens in because I don't eat vegetables throughout the day. So that's the best way for me to blend it in there, hide it, but still get all the nutrients I need.
And it still tastes good.
Oh my God, it's so delicious. Today I had a spinach and cantaloupe. Now I know you're probably saying, "Oh my God, that sounds disgusting," but it was delicious.
That's awesome. And so, Captain Joseph, you also had success with the high five edge. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
That high five edge, I hear so many great stories about how it is affecting people and how they are having such good results. And I would think for someone who is in the military and being female, you have a very rigorous schedule, do you not?
I do. Very.
And so these products really help you with your energy level.
They do. When Coach AJ told me to switch it up, I was currently in Afghanistan at the time, and so of course things were on even more of a rigorous schedule. So it was crazy, with the hours that we worked over there, and then just everything that we had to do. So changing it up, it really helped me get through the deployment on a different level than people who never even knew about the edge before. So
Okay.
that was a life changer for me personally. The psychological effects that we have when we're deployed, the edge was able to help with the focus and the sharpness and just the psychological effects and then better them. So I'm telling you, if anybody is saying I need a B12, listen, the B12 is that this is the new B12, okay? And we have to take something to supplement us for the things that we don't put in our body. And so this edge is definitely what it is that's definitely what has to be taken.
Well, it's like when you go to the gym sometimes, I know with myself, I have a better frame of mind the rest of the day. So, are you
Mhm.
saying that when you would take it when you were deployed, it would give you a better, a more positive outlook like one when they go to the gym?
Exactly. Exactly. Because after you work out, you feel refreshed. You might not like it during the process, but
Right. And to
afterwards,
get there too.
yeah, yeah. And so, but afterwards, you have a certain feeling about yourself, like you feel accomplished first of all, and then just yeah. I like how you put that because that's exactly how I feel. I felt.
Well, that's a
Did
good
it
thing to know.
did it enhance your sleep at night?
Now, look, I don't know if it's because I was so worked up and I beat
I'm
myself down
tired.
by the end of the day. But I
Yeah,
tell
that's
you what, I
true.
did sleep better. I did
Okay.
sleep better.
Well, that's what I heard that some people who have insomnia, that Edge has helped them to get a better night rest. Is it true that it does help with insomnia, Coach
It
AJ?
does. It does. Because what happens over a period of time, an extended period of time, when you put it on a regular schedule. So if you're eating 6 small meals a day and you are spacing them out so there's a 2 or 3 hour break in between each of those meals and you take that edge after every meal, your body is so miraculous. It will adjust to what physiologically is changing. It will adjust to
Mm.
that schedule, your circadian cycle, which is your highs and lows of your energy output throughout the day, will fall into place, and the edge will help modulate that. It'll help put it back on its schedule. And so when your mind needs to shut down, and the
Mm-hmm.
distractions that are normally going on and the neurons are firing slow down so that that individual can sleep, your body will automatically, just like when school buses close down for the night, they're still running, they just go
Mm.
lower. Your body and your heart rate will do the same thing. It will drop where it needs to. Your body temperature will drop a little bit like it always does at night. That's why we sleep with covers on, and you'll sleep peacefully. So
Mm-hmm. I understand. Well, what I'd like to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bless you tonight for being my listener. I have free samples where you can try some of our wellness products, some of our healthy products. And if you would like and want to purchase, I'll even throw in a $10 off gift card. Go to www.connieradiohost.com. That's www.connieradiohost.com. Or you can call the Connie Reeves Show in my private studio at 505 652 2107. That's 505 652 2107. And Captain Joseph, I wanted to ask you about the two women who graduated going through the Army Ranger course. What is that all about? Because, I don't know that much about the military. But I am a news person. That's my background. So then when I saw this story, I was so impressed.
Historically, the Ranger School is the Army's hardest school to actually attend and graduate from. And that we're talking about just men. But here recently, they just opened it up for females to actually participate and compete in this school right alongside of the men. Now, before they had it was kind of a debate because a lot of men wanted it to just stay just men and not let the women into it because it was kind of their own little world, their own little
And we know all about that.
So they said, no, let's not blend any emotion stuff up in here. Let's just keep it full of testosterone, right? So
we don't hear Miss O'Mara's not saying anything. I know.
So I'm all for the ladies being able to do the same thing that the men do. I'm not one of them guys that don't believe that ladies should do the same thing that men can do.
That's a very good answer. That's a very political answer.
Absolutely.
Politically correct answer there.
But I feel the same way too. Now, I'm not saying that I personally am on that physical level, but catch me 10 years, 15 years ago, then I probably would have tried out too. But I'm just proud of the females that actually even attempted to go in.
That's
awesome. Well, is it similar to the Navy SEAL? Is it a rigorous, hard program like that?
Yes, and from what I've heard, they get maybe 2 meals a day on a good day. Most times they only get 1 meal, and they have to spread that out throughout the day. They're marching the majority of the time. I'm talking about with 35 to 50 or more pounds on their back in our rucksack. Lots of marching. You have to do a swim test. It's just everything, firing your weapons. So you have to be the best of the best. So yes, it's in comparison with the Navy SEAL.
Okay, I thought so. And I wanted our audience to know that Captain Joseph is also a essential product and service broker. She is also in the same business that we are in. And we work our business from home, and we have freedom to work our business as we like to. But Captain Joseph, how does that work with you as a military mom? And when you deploy, how does that work? How can one do that?
Well, it's all about finding that time. And, a lot of people say, well, I don't have time for this or I don't have time for that. But, what I just have to keep reminding myself is that Oprah Winfrey has the same 24 hours in her day that I have in mine. So it's all about how we're going to use our time wisely. And initially, I kind of looked away from being an essential services and product broker because I just assumed that I wouldn't be good at it. I was super shy when I got started. I was working 15 hours a day in the Army, come home to take care of my husband and our kids. All 3 of them were under the age of 5 at the time. And so you can only imagine how busy I was. And I was also Mrs. Black North Carolina at the time, so I went downtown to feed at the homeless shelter during the weekdays and charity events on the weekends. So I felt like my plate was full, but what I realized is that if I didn't change something, my financial situation was never going to change. And when the fourth person approached me, I actually finally had an open mind. I thank God for having that open mind because that's what changed everything. It changed everything. And, now being in the military and having a business that I can run from home, that's the perfect thing because I wouldn't have time to actually go to, say, for example, if I had a restaurant that I opened, I wouldn't have time to get off work at 8 o'clock like I did tonight and then go to my restaurant. It would just be impossible. I would never have time for my family. So working from home, being deployed, I was just in Afghanistan. The business was still running. Residual income still was coming in. I mean, it's the best thing I've ever could have done financially in my life, period.
Wow.
That is awesome. And I also read that they're planning to reduce the active duty force of the Army by 40,000 troops over the coming 2 years.
Yes. So, and that's scary.
It is very scary. It is very scary. So this would be an opportunity for a military person that may have his duty cut short to look at becoming an essential service and products broker, wouldn't you think?
Exactly. Because I have friends that have served 17 years in the Army, and then they got notified that they would be one of the people that get cut. Yes. And so, if you do 18 years in the military, they'll let you retire. You can put your retirement paperwork in. It's kind of like you made the cutoff. You can retire in 2 more years. But if you don't make the 18 mark, then they can release you. They'll give you a severance pay, but $100,000 or somewhere around there, depending on, but you can't put a price on all 17 years that you sacrificed for your country, left your family, potentially died, you know what I mean, and putting your life on the line like that, and then all of a sudden your life comes to a halt because you thought you were going to do 20 or more, and then surprise, so this is absolutely the best time for anybody in the military to get started because of the fact that you have the power in your hands to do whatever it is that you want to do, however successful you want this to be, however much money. So if you happen to get cut, guess what? You have a plan B. You have something to fall back on. And I'm telling you, Connie, I am so happy that I made this decision 2 years ago because guess what? Next year, it's going to be my time to get looked at to see if I get cut or not. And that's frightening if I hadn't already found something that establishes my finances and I know I can be safe. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know, because I know most of the guys that I knew that were going into the military, that was the whole purpose of them going, was to get the benefits, so that they could have a successful life.
It's all about the people who are listening in on the show and what you are going to do. Captain Joseph's story really hits to the point that next year she's getting examined whether or not she's going to continue to have her job in the military. And it's such a shame for people who are in the military to have to deal with that after serving their country for so much time. So if you are an individual that is listening to this show and you are wondering about exactly what it takes to become an essential product service and broker, it's a very simple thing you need to do. I suggest that you take action. Go to that website, put your name in and your email in, get more information about being essential product and service broker, and make sure, if it's a decision that's going to help you and your family to pursue. But what's even better than that is that you can actually go to a website as well and get some of these products to sample for yourself. It's great to hear people on the show talk about how great a product is, how great it tastes, how much it works. Nothing's better than you being able to reach out, get a sample of the product, try it yourself, and see if what we are saying is not true.
And for information about any of our amazing products, especially our High Five Lean, if you would like a free sample of that. We also have our Montevita coffee, and we have our High Five Fuel that gives you a real boost of energy. You and if you like any of our samples, I will throw in a $10 off gift card. But you must go to www.connieradiohost.com. That's www.connieradiohost.com. And there is some further information there if you are interested in doing what we do by helping people stay healthy and also get wealthy. You can call me here at my studio toll-free number at 505-652-2107, 505-652-2107. If you would like to listen to any of our previous shows, please subscribe to my channel at Connie Reeves Show YouTube. That's Connie Reeves Show YouTube. I thank you so much, Captain Joseph, for spending this time with myself and my two co-hosts, and we would like for our audience to know that we are here to educate you to get money, make money, and save money.